back, Ram fans. This is Rams Up, your favorite LA Rams podcast. We are proud members of the Fans First Sports Network. That's fansfirstsports.com. You can also follow us on YouTube. Our channel is at LA Rams Up. I'm your host, Mark. You'll hear from my co-host, Tom, on occasion as well. Hey, we're not Rams insiders. We're just longtime fans who love talking about our Los Angeles Rams. Let's get to it. Episode 346, counting down the minutes now for this Rams-Lions game Sunday night. Thought I'd get in one last drop to cover a few things. The Cleveland Browns season is over. The Miami Dolphins season is over. And the Steelers, Bills moved to Monday. So Sunday, the only games, Packers, Cowboys, and our Rams versus the Lions. Smart move by everybody concerned, moving this Steelers-Bills game to Monday. There's just no reason for people to put their lives on the line trying to get to a football game, and that would have been the case if they played it Sunday morning. I haven't touched on the Pro Bowl selections yet. Aaron Donald selected to the first team. Once again, his 7th season as a first-team All-Pro. Now, 2 players have been named first-team All-Pro 10 times, and 2 players have been named to the team 9 times. And all 4 of those guys, Jerry Rice, Jim Otto, Ron Mix, and Anthony Munoz, were offensive players. There are 8 players who have been named to the team 8 times, and this is the first time you'll see some defensive players, including Reggie White, Bruce Smith, and Lawrence Taylor. So if AD can pull it off one more year, he'll become the 9th player who has been named first-team All-Pro 8 times. And I still argue he's better than Reggie White, Bruce Smith, or Lawrence Taylor. And named second-team All-Pro rookie Puka Nacua and second-year player Kyren Williams. So 2 fifth-round picks for the Rams named All-Pro. Hey, before we move on, I want to quickly talk about a Ram who wore number 46, since it is episode 346. Corey Harkey, remember him? Tight end fullback out of UCLA, 6'3", 272 pounds, went undrafted, signed by the Rams on May 8th, 2012, played 5 years for the Rams, only had 27 catches for 215 yards and 3 TDs. But what I remember most about Corey Harkey is he was such a presence in the locker room. Now, I couldn't find the information, couldn't find the data, but those 5 years for the Rams, I'm pretty sure he was a team captain for most of those years, at least 3 years, possibly 4. I doubt he was his rookie year. But Corey Harkey, class act, team leader for the Rams while he was with them. And by the way, he is currently the assistant special teams coach for the Buffalo Bills, and he is the son of former Major League Baseball player Mike Harkey, who is currently the bullpen coach for the New York Yankees. And before I get to some final predictions and notes about this playoff game, I was looking over the Rams' last 2 drafts, 22 players. And of those 22 players, 12 of them have established themselves as NFL players, guys that contribute to this Rams roster. And there's 5 guys that maybe not quite ready to give up on yet, could be impact players down the road, and 5 at this point I have to say no to. Now, who are those 5 that I've given up on? Logan Brass, Daniel Hardy, AJ Arcuri, Stetson Bennett, and O'Shawn Mathis. And that probably sounds a little bit harsh, especially with regards to Stetson Bennett and O'Shawn Mathis, but I'm just saying right now it doesn't look good for these guys. I felt really good about O'Shawn Mathis early on in his rookie year, but he's given way to Nick Hampton. Hey, maybe he'll come back next year and be an impact player. It's too early to completely give up on him, but haven't seen anything yet. And Stetson Bennett, kind of the same deal. Maybe whatever he's going through this year, it'll pay off next year, and he will indeed come back and be our backup quarterback. Logan Bruss, who knows? Maybe he just needs to get that knee healthy and get his technique squared away, and he'll become a good backup. Hey, maybe even a starter. Doubtful, but still possible. AJ Arcuri and Daniel Hardy are clearly not going to be impact players on this or any NFL roster. And who are the 5 guys I'm not ready to give up on yet? Nick Hampton, Warren McClendon, Trey Hodges Tomlinson, Zach Evans, and Jason Taylor. All getting on the field a little bit and potentially members of the Rams 53-man roster in 2024, and maybe even starters, one or two of them. And then there's the other 12 that, wow, we got some players. Kobe Durant, Kyren Williams, Quentin Lake, Darion Kendrick, Russ Yeast, Steve Avila, Byron Young, Kobe Turner, Davis Allen, Puka Nacua, Ethan Evans, and Deshaun Johnson. What a list. Not all of them necessarily great players, but some of them are Pro Bowlers and a bunch of others that are going to be contributing to this roster for years to come, I think. Next up, some final predictions regarding this Rams-Lions wildcard game. Now I'm going to give you 10 things that I'm going to guarantee you will see in this Rams-Lions game, aside from a Rams win. Can't guarantee that, although I feel pretty good about the Rams' chances, and I've seen at least two experts, should I use that word? Two YouTubers anyways, picking the Rams advancing to the Super Bowl. So what are the 10 things I think we will see? Number one is a trick play. In the Rams-Lions 2021 game at SoFi, the Lions opened up with a TD drive and then immediately executed an onside kick, recovered it, and parlayed that into a field goal and a 10-0 lead. And Dan Campbell, very aggressive. Don't be surprised if we see something like that again, especially considering the overall futility of our special teams. Rams aren't necessarily into the trick plays so much as just executing their offense, but still, I think we might see something on offense or special teams. Our special teams, I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Maybe we should have those guys just stick to the basics. The second thing I think we will see is less than a total of 4 sacks in this game, two teams combined. Both teams are tied for 23rd at 41 sacks on the season. The Lions are 4th and the Rams 6th in sacks allowed, 31 and 34 respectively. So put those two facts together. I think we'll see some pressure on the quarterbacks, especially Goff. Not convinced either one of these quarterbacks are going to get sacked that much though. The third thing we'll see is at least 4 fourth down conversions. Putting two things together here, Dan Campbell, extremely aggressive, to a fault sometimes, and Sean McVay, he won't be settling for mid to long range field goals in this game. The fourth thing I think you see is a 2-point conversion attempt. Hey, see number 3 above, an aggressive Dan Campbell and Sean McVay. He may go to 2-point conversions pretty early in this game if Brett Maher is going sideways on us. And I mean sideways literally and figuratively. The fifth thing I think you will see is each team will have a 100-yard receiver. I don't think that's a stretch. The Rams, Kupp and Nacua, the Lions, St. Brown, and then throw in Jameson Williams, maybe Sam Laporta. On the year, Nacua has 7 100-yard games. Kupp has reached 104 out of the 12 games he's played in. Amon St. Brown has 9 100-yard games. Sam Laporta just 1. So I think that's a good bet. You're going to see a 100-yard receiver for both teams. And remember, both of these pass defenses, not the best. The sixth thing I think you'll see, Kyren Williams will score a TD. He has scored in 12 games this year. Remember, he missed a few. He has 5 multi-TD games. The only teams that have kept him out of the end zone, the Ravens, Eagles, and Bengals. The seventh thing I think you will see, and this one, I don't know if I should guarantee this, but I said I'm telling you things I'm going to guarantee, so be it. The Lions will have 2 rushing TDs. They lead the league with 27 rushing TDs this year, but the Rams have given up just 14, kind of middle of the pack, but very respectable. But I'll roll with that. Hold your bets, though. The eighth thing I think you will see, the 2 quarterbacks will combine for over 550 yards passing. Between Goff and Stafford going against 2 fair to mid-lane pass defenses, 2 offensive lines that have been protecting their quarterbacks really well. Quarterback's going to light it up a little bit. I'm thinking Stafford well over 300 and Jared Goff will make up the difference. The ninth thing I think you will see is 7 Rams receivers will have a reception, at least one reception. I'm thinking Puka and Kupp for sure, Demarcus Robinson and Kyren Williams as well. I think 2 tight ends will have a reception, and I think Tutu Atwell will get in on the action as well. And the 10th thing, I think USC went through the prop bets. I had one of my expert advisors give me this one. Puka over 76.5 yards. He's averaged 87 yards per game, so I'm surprised this prop is that low. I assume it's the Cooper Kupp effect. How much is he going to be involved in the offense as he gets healthier and healthier every week? But that's the 10th thing I'll give you. If you're placing a prop bet, I like that one a lot. And as I said, Rams 35, Lions 24, that's my prediction. And I commented tongue-in-cheek somewhat that 5 touchdowns, no field goals for our Rams, and my special assistant, who knows everything but prefers to remain anonymous, pointed out, hey, maybe it should be 5 times 6, 30 points. How many extra points are we going to be able to kick? Or maybe you go 5 times 8, 40. We go and convert a bunch of 2-point conversions, take our kicker out of the game completely. That's in jest. I'll roll with the 35-24. Maybe Maurer misses a couple extra points. Maybe we make a couple of 2-pointers to make up for it. Who knows? That's getting a little deep into the weeds, but that's what I'm rolling with. Rams 35, Lions 24. That's going to do it for this episode. Remember, you can reach us at ramsuppodcast@gmail.com. And don't forget about our YouTube channel. Our handle is at laramsup.com. Till next time, keep the horns up, stay safe, and have fun out there.